I did this makeup look yesterday and it's super quick, super fast, super easy, beginner friendly. You don't need a lot of products. I have 4 products and 2 brushes. Let's get started. Okay, I've already prepped my face. I have sunscreen on and I've used my Road Glazing Milk, this one right here, just to get some hydration in my skin. I went for a walk and it's quite cold outside. So I'm not going to use a foundation today. I've used this concealer by Kulfi, and this concealer looked amazing on the skin. It's so pretty. It's so hydrating. It provides enough coverage. This is in the shade Badaam, and I want to use it again today, and I'm going to use it with just a dampened sponge. A little bit. Let's start slow. It has quite of a thick consistency. I'm just going to start with a couple dabs like that and try spread it, and we'll see if we need to build it up. But it's going to be so pretty on the skin. I loved how it looked. Because of that thick consistency, it did last all day long and it made the skin look very healthy, hydrating, and it was so fast. I was able to finish the look and be out the door. Here, let's do the one side so I can show you. I have so many concealers in my collection that I want to use them, and I don't use them for the purpose of a concealer. Sometimes I like to use them like this, or else I end up throwing them out because they will expire. Like, look at that nice, healthy coverage. Isn't that pretty? I think it's beautiful. Not if it's too bright. I don't want it to be too bright. I want you guys to see the exact colors. Oh yeah, this is so pretty. We can always build it up. Let's just spread what we have. I really love how my skin looks with this concealer all over the face. So I'm just going to add a little bit more here. I don't know about the eyes here, I guess. See, look at that beautiful coverage it provides. Can you believe we're just going to use 4 products? I'm not counting mascara because mascara is just mascara, but 4 products. If you were to count mascara, it would be 5, but you don't even need to use mascara doing this look. This is if you just want to put yourself together. You can go out with this look as well, but if you want to put yourself together and you just stay home, you have nowhere to go, I think this would be perfect. And it doesn't take longer than 10 minutes. The video is probably going to take longer because I'm talking. Okay, 1 product down. Let's move on to a bronzer, and this is my Refy bronzer in the shade Dune. This is such a pretty, very natural looking, just perfect there bronze. And you can see how much I've used it. Look, I already have a dip in there. And here is the one brush we're going to use, the Makeup by Mario F4. Let's just bronze up the face. If you don't want to use blush, how I've used this bronzer is first I just bronze up the face. And then I did bring the bronzer more into the area where I apply blush. And I had that super nice bronzy look. Like right here, I brought the bronzer and it looked so nice. But today I do have a blush. For the ones that love blushes, I just want to include a blush. After I did this look yesterday, I'm like, I have to film this because this is going to be loved by all of you that want something really quick and easy. So any type of cream bronzer would work for this look. You don't have to use the products I have. Again, if you have any other concealer, feel free to use. If you're more into drugstore, the NYX concealer is really good. I don't think I have it here. No. But any concealer that actually matches your skin, you don't want to use a lighter shade, like a brightening concealer, because then it's going to look quite bright on your face. Okay, so let's move on to the blush. And the blush I have is a Patrick Ta Duo blush. And this is the Double Take Cream and Powder blush in the shade She's Wanted. And I'm just going to use the cream one. And this is the one we're going to use on the lips as well. It's going to look so pretty. I'm going to go with the other side of the Makeup by Mario F4 brush. And this is a nice, don't be afraid, a nice blush, but don't be afraid of the color. You just build it up and look how pretty this is. You can make it more blushy if you want. Just slowly build it up and it gives it that nice flushed look. I'm going to add a little bit more. I want more color here. I'm going to switch it and just blend everything together. That is pretty. Okay, that's it for the blush and the bronzer. Let's move on to eyes. Very simple. If you have any type of eyeshadow, you don't have to use this one. This is my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick in the shade Taupe. And it's this beautiful, you can see how much I've used, this beautiful brown. Look at that. So how I'm going to use this, I'm just going to apply a little bit over the eye here, all over the eyelid, up to the crease, and then use a BK Beauty 201 brush and blend it. I just want a little bit of color, and I don't want to use the bronzer in this instance. I want to use a eyeshadow so that it lasts longer throughout the day. I think that's just perfect. That's all you need. If you don't have this by Bobbi Brown, you can use anything you have, including a powder eyeshadow. So, but keep in mind that you want to keep something warm and light so that it's not, doesn't look like too much makeup. You want to go for that no makeup look. But if you do have this one by Bobbi Brown, I suggest this shade. Is just so pretty. Or if you do want to try any of the Bobbi Brown sticks, start with this shade. You won't be disappointed. I think I'm going to add some on the bottom because we're not going to have a liner, and I do want to tie in the top with the bottom. It's simple. Just don't be afraid. Just add it and blend it. You cannot make a mistake with the shadows at all. Oh, I should zoom you guys in more. This look is so quick that I forgot to zoom you in. Done. Just like that. I'm going to move quickly to my mascara, but this is probably going to be the most boring part. My Tarte Tartelette mascara in the shade black. I think this is the black one. Yes. So I'm going to quickly apply this to my lashes, very little to my bottom lashes, and I will be right back and finish the lips. Enjoy this intermission. See how quick that was? Look, the eyes are all complete. It looks really natural, really pretty, really fast. You don't even have to put any work into this, and you can just look put together somehow. Okay, let's move on to lips. But first, look at the complexion. I think that this Kulfi concealer all over the face. If you have it, use it. You won't be disappointed. If you feel like you have more of an oily skin, then feel free to add a powder to this routine so that you don't look oily throughout the day. But I love a nice glowy, more hydrating look. Okay, let's move on to lips. So I've removed my lip gloss, and let's go into this beautiful cream blush, She's Wanted. And I'm going to use my finger. You don't need a brush for this because we're only using the two brushes like I promised you. And I'm just going to add this to the center of my lip. You see that pop of color? And then just slowly, just dab it all over the lip. And I'm going to do the top. So pretty. I was going to touch the powder one. Look at that pop of color. I love this berry shade on me. It looks really nice and it ties in with the blush really nicely. Now, if you want to add a lip liner, it's up to you. But again, this is a quick look. You're staying home. You're not going anywhere. I do want to mention that if you do have or if you're interested in purchasing the Dior Lip Glow Oil, this one in the shade 006 Berry. This is very similar to this blush. So you don't need to purchase that because this is the difference. So here I have the Dior Lip Glow Oil in Berry, and then here is the blush She's Wanted by Patrick Ta. It's very similar. The difference, if you want to look for a quick difference, is that the Dior one is a little bit more glowy looking, more hydrating, but you know, it's up to you. If you like the color, I go with this one and you have a blush and a lip product all in one. But definitely recommend this one's by Dior if you're interested. They're the best. They're my favorite. Obviously, this you cannot carry with you in a purse. I mean, you could, but it's quite big. I am just loving how the skin looks with this blush. Like, look how intense it looks on the lips compared to on the cheeks. I love it. I hope this was helpful and quick for you to just be inspired to do a really quick makeup routine if you don't want to spend too much time getting ready. Thank you for being here. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.